He just said shot. Because I ain't understand nothing else he said. All he said was, I like the shot, yeah. But I love that song because I don't think there's nothing saucier than a big nigga salsa. I swear to God. Once I learn how to do it, I got y'all. Because until then, I'm just moving my legs. I like the shot, yeah. Ooh. This table right here about to be my favorite. We got them chicken tenders. My dog got that burger. But them wings. What flavor is that? I'm waiting for your answer. You just gonna laugh at me, huh? It's all right. I'm gonna give you some wings later. It's all right. I love talking about food. I love talking about eating. Because it ain't nothing better than eating. Can anybody else name anything better than eating? Yeah. I love her. Ain't nothing better than eating. Somebody the other day said, sex. I was like, sex? Okay, I got you one. What you do when you having sex? Eating pussy. Eating! It's nothing better than eating. Nothing. When you getting some money, what they say? You're getting this bread. What you do to bread? I'm trying to tell you. That's it. Love it. But I ain't gonna lie. I need to change this a little bit. Starting to get a little heavy. Just a little bit. So I had to figure out, why I got this way, Believe it or not, I was a preemie. I was writing my mama palm in her hand. She was worried how mamas be. She said, not my baby. She kept feeding me. I never stopped eating.
Yo.
As soon as he say he never stop eating, he cut the video. Ain't that a bitch?
Y'all getting too much.
She didn't want us to know what was coming next, man.
Y'all getting too much. I
guess if they hear the voice, man, and as soon as they hear my voice, man, they know it's Vegas, man. They know it's Vegas, man. I'm back in this bitch, man. Little vacay for AK.
I like that. That was smooth.
That was smooth. You know that? But I mean, ain't nothing changed, man. It's the same. If it's the same, that means that it's the same rules. Same rules apply, man. So first off, we're gonna say get you something to drink. We'll get you some snacks. Grab some titties, just not Tim's titties. And while you grabbing some snacks and some drinks and not Tim's titties, grab Tim some snacks and something to drink. He'll grab his own titties.
Please.
All right. But before you do all that, share the show, man.
Share the show,
man. We got less than a minute, man. The pregame is strong. The postgame about to be strong. The game is strong. It's just we game, man. That's all I can tell you, man. But it's we about to have a real good time, man. All right, Buck, you ready?
I'm always ready.
Derek, you ready?
Let's get it.
See, Derek, I be catching Derek off guard and shit. Derek over there playing Candy Crush and shit. He wasn't even paying no attention. That was all he could muster up. Let's get it.
He had just got a block beat. He was like, yes, let's get it.
He be trying to beat that level for 3 weeks.
That's on brand.
No, I actually got something I need you to sit in.
Matter of fact, it's 7:00, man. We worry about that letter. Tim, let's go.
The following presentation is rated Lexx. Would not recommend without adult supervision.
Hey yo, Day. You ready?
You know I'm ready.
Hey, Collab. You already know we ready. Turn the motherfucking music.
Let's go.
We in the land and we rockin' with Lexx Vegas. I let this world like Jupiter where you rain. He giving the kosher flavor, securing all of his tape. His words might sting like the tape, but he accurate like the lace. Let's get it. Hot top tune in cause he get it poppin'. They sayin' he out of pot. Tell hatin' to stop.
Oh shit.
Mr. AKA, let the cream but fuck these hoes. Let her hide your babe. Every Thursday at 7 we catch a vibe. Watch it when you at home or listen live while you drive. Reality just arrived, living the just alive. Fight order lows and highs, never failure to thrive. Minimize
It's another one. It's another Thursday night, man. We over here stream space, man, which means it's another episode of the Lexx Vegas show. And as always, I'm your host, Lexx Vegas, a.k.a. Smarty McFly, a.k.a. Peter Popoff, a.k.a. The Dirt Diggler, a.k.a. Titty Cent.
Talk your shit.
A.k.a. Smarty F Baby.
Talk your shit.
A.k.a. Unequivocally Him.
Talk your shit.
A.k.a. Himbo Slice.
Talk your shit.
A.k.a. Hemi Butler.
Talk your shit.
A.k.a. Hemi Uso.
Talk your shit.
Or it's just him.
Talk your shit.
Man, let me let it breathe for a second, man. And see, this week's artists for Let the Bee Breathe, man, were chosen by yours truly, man. Because honestly, I feel like this week they got a special meaning, man. It's really kind of how I'm feeling right now, you know. See, now it's a diverse group of individuals, man. See, I chose the Baby, I chose Busy Bone, Cameron, and A-Ball and MJG. You know, see, this goes out to all you clown ass, wanna be me ass, ugly, musty ass, weak mentality, suspect thug niggas that wake up every day with Lexx Vegas on the brain.
This goes out to Mr. fucking Russell. Would never let me gamble with play numbers. You always talk about fucking too young. And what about that fucking transit cop who was there every time I had to fuck out the train? He wanted to play like he fucking ran the whole station, like he had to run the whole fucking shit. Oh, so yeah.
And I mean that in the most disrespectful way possible. I'm talking about invite to the Frank stand type disrespectful, man. I'm talking about
You ugly motherfuckers ain't finna be mocking me while I'm on motherfucking stage. Like straight the fuck up.
Type shit. You know what I'm saying? Because the problem is, I've seen you bitch ass niggas in the streets way too many times, and you go stone silent. Then you get on social media and want to act like you want problems, man. Knowing deep down in your heart,
Don't want drama. Don't want drama.
because if you did, then you would just
bring your bitch ass up the street. Bring your bitch ass up the street. Yeah. Bring your bitch ass up the street. Drop your location, my nigga. Let's meet. Let's meet. Bring your bitch ass up the street. Bring your bitch ass up the street. Bring your bitch ass up the street. Smoke, I want all of that bitch. What a beat. What a beat. Bring your bitch ass up the street. Bring your bitch ass up the street. Yeah. Bring your bitch ass up the street. Ain't tryna drop by, I'ma hop out on feet. On feet. Bring your bitch ass up the street. Bring your bitch ass up the street. Bring your bitch ass up the street. Stop making.
what you want, man. And honestly, that's smart, man. You know, because you can't fuck with me, man, on any level. So we gonna take all the infatuation that you suspect thug niggas have for me as sort of a cry for attention, man, a thug cry, so to speak, you know. So the next time one of these clowns gets on social media and tries to use my name to get a little attention, you will know that in the famous words of Busy Bone, man, it's the one that got him watching from Las Vegas right now. You know, it's the one that got them watching from Atlanta, from Texas, from Birmingham. They watching from Philly right now, man. Shit, right now they are watching from Africa, bro. That is not an exaggeration, man. Big May, Pelly, Shell, I see y'all. They got them watching the show right now in Africa, man. Some shit in case you might as well just call me worldwide, man. Or you can just simply call him
Mr. AKA, I know him.
Because in the words of a mofo like Lexx Vegas, I'm in the building, baby. What's up? I see y'all out there, man. I see Margie. I see Big Mike Collins. I see Kendra. All right, I see the corner guy. All right, I see Big Mape. I see Pelly watching, man. Zakia. Hey, we about to have a good night, man. All right, Tim, what up? You good?
I'm great, nigga. I'm waiting for that nigga to bring his bitch ass up the street, nigga.
Tim Brady. I heard you got another comedic convo coming up, man. What's up, man?
Yeah, man. Next Wednesday.
What's the spot, man?
We back at the 1223 Lounge right here on Noble, man.
Right here on Noble, Cleveland Heights, man.
It's real. It's a nice, beautiful venue. Great owner. You come out, you'll have a great time, and we're gonna make you feel good, man. So don't miss out.
All right.
It's only $10. I got tickets on me.
You got tickets on me. Big Derek,
man.
What you got coming up, man? Some String Space stuff going on.
Man, you know, we got a whole month full of amazing shows lined up, ready to go. Just going strong for the summer. Just tap in. You got to tap in with us because you never know what we may pop off and do, you know, so stay tuned.
All right, man. So let me get these announcements out of the way, man. First off, man, I'm going to send a happy birthday to the man himself, man. Mr. James Stewart, a.k.a. Big Jimmy. Happy birthday, baby.
Let's say happy birthday to you.
I didn't tell him to say that. I did not tell him to do that. But happy birthday, Big Jim. All right, let's see. Well, the team got a lot coming up, man. It's about to be a busy summer, man. This Tuesday, July the 8th, myself, Mr. AKA, I will be headlining Wardy's Laugh Factory at the Cove Nightclub, Geneva, Ohio, man. We right on the strip at Geneva on the Lake. If you have never visited Geneva on the Lake, man, during the summertime, it's one of the dopest tourist spots in Ohio, man. Plenty of daytime bars, shopping, restaurants and live entertainment, man. And now Geneva about to get all this funny, man. All right. Not only that, but I'm bringing the bros, man. I'm bringing Timbuktu with me. I'm bringing Jackson K with me. I'm bringing John Huff with me. And I'm bringing 2 Jimmy Wards. All right. I'm bringing Jimmy Ward II. He going to be hosting that joint while his son, Jimmy Ward III, is actually opening up, man. You know, let me explain how full circle this is, man. You know what I mean? In 2010, I headlined the Cove on a music standpoint. Back when I was heavily involved in music, and now I was rapping back in 2010. You know, and now it's 2025, and I'm back on a comedic standpoint, man. And besides that, man, my brother Timbuktu coming with me, man. The dude that got me into comedy is featuring for me. What kind of shit is this, man? All right. So make sure.
Sounds like a lovely day.
It does. All right. We at the Cove, man, in Geneva, man. It's going to be a dope time, man. Shout out to the boy Jimmy Ward, man. Shout out to Wardy's Laugh Factory. All right. We're going to see y'all in Geneva next Tuesday. All right. Next Friday, July the 11th, Cleveland, Ohio, People's Bar and Grill. We getting unapologetic, man. Showtime is 8 p.m. I got the young bull, Funny Money. He's going to be hosting this very first time ever, man. You know, you got a lineup. Let's see, we got the homeboy Levi Davis, a.k.a. Church Boy. All right, John Brown going to be there. Ryan Polk going to be there, and the homie Joey Zaza. All right, DJ Plan B going to be spinning them hits, man, while Chrissy Lee Taylor, they're going to be keeping you motherfuckers drunk all night while this lineup keep y'all laughing. All right, I'll see y'all on the 11th, man, and as always, this is another Lexx Vegas production. All right, the next night, Saturday, July 12th, we got our next Jokes and Margaritas, man. We at Pedrino's, Rocky River, Ohio. Showtime is 9:30. And per the owner's request, shout out to Gerardo, this will now be an adults-only comedy event, man. You know, last time we had a couple kids come in, so the comics was trying to be a little respectful. Gerardo said, fuck that. Literally, he said, fuck that. You know, he wants the comics to be able to let loose and talk their shit.
I heard him. He
all
said
right?
that shit.
Your homegirl Smiley, she's the official Jokes and Margaritas host. And this month we are bringing you an all-female comedy lineup, man. Ladies coming through to bring that funny, man. We got Ebony Timberlake pulling up. We got Tsunami with a little T. We got Kayla O. Shout out to Chop. And we got the little sis Gingy all pulling up. Plus doing her very first ever comedy set. Miss Cindy gonna be in the building, man. So come out and show the ladies some love. That's July the 12th. And oh yeah, that one is another Lexx Vegas production, man.
Another one.
All right, Lex. I'm Lex. Tim. I told y'all the pregame is strong. I didn't know the fuck I am. Tim, you got anything coming up, man?
So y'all heard about the comedic convo? You know that's coming up on next Wednesday.
Absolutely.
But September 19th, which it seems far away, but it's closer than you think. I am gonna be at Lancaster, Pennsylvania, man. At the Zootropolis.
Hey, Mama Dink.
Hey, Mama. She gonna
Funny
be there
money.
too.
I see you. Chop.
We're going to have a Comedy Expedition 1, man, and I'm headlining that thing.
That's what's up.
Featuring Andrew Brooks, Charles Baynard, Malik Stark, and it's going to be hosted by Jesse James Martin, man. They making a whole burger after me, man. They got a whole nice little menu going after me and everything, man. They going to have a $10 burger, man, $10 bacon burger, dog.
$10 bacon burger.
Man, so you can get your tickets right now.
$10 bacon burger.
$10
Well, I feel like
burger,
this slice of bacon about to be thick than a motherfucker. It's about to be that thick cut ass bacon. I know it is, man.
Thick cut. The thickest.
Hey, I'm jealous. I ain't got no burger named after me. Fuck it.
But come out, man. It's gonna be a great time. Tickets is only $15 right now, $20 at the door. You want to pay that $15? I mean, I'll wait for you to pay the $20. You know, that's my money for us, right? You know what I'm saying?
Marquand Banks, I see you.
This a Pioneer, man. Pioneer, it's their first time having a show there.
Okay.
As far as comedy show. And,
Okay.
You know, I'm in the tent, man. I finally got to put my tent up. I finally showed them. I had to kick them out. The 4 that left me out. And I got my tent in.
This motherfucker made up a whole goddamn scenario off this flyer. All right, man. Well, shit, man. I guess it's time to get to tonight's guest, man. You know, now this gentleman is definitely a influencer, you know, as he has way too many motherfuckers trying to be just like him. You know, kind of on some Father's Day type shit, I guess. You know, he's a show host. He's a producer, a promoter, an actor. And now he's tearing up comedy stages all over the country. He's the reason why you ugly motherfuckers can't sleep at night, man. Staying up trying to figure out different ways to dick ride his style. He's the reason you cowards ain't comfortable leaving the house because you never know where he will pop up and clown your monkey ass. He's the star of the show, no matter what show it is. He is him. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome our guest tonight, Mr. Lex Vegas. I'm at a Dolo tonight. They know me. I'm at a Dolo tonight, man, but I got the team with me, man, so we're going to have some fun, man. Tim, Derek, y'all with me?
Hell yeah, nigga.
I was wondering if these niggas going to answer.
I'm outside.
Yeah, so we wasn't ready.
And I hope you all out there watching me is with me too. We got some fun tonight, man. So we you know how we gonna get into it, man. We gotta talk about your boy Diddy, man. You know we gotta talk about Diddy, man. All right, now, you know that talking about Diddy, he was recently acquitted of the RICO charges, as well as sex trafficking, which were the most serious charges, but he was still found guilty of traveling for prostitution. Now I got a question, man. I got a question for y'all. Seriously. Is Diddy at this point, right now, is Diddy the most influential person ever in music?
No.
Name somebody more. And while you thinking, I'm gonna ask you to name somebody more important, not gonna say more important, more influential than Diddy while I tell you this. I want you to think about this for a second. I got one. Diddy is responsible for an entire country choosing sides. Think about it. Diddy is responsible for the East Coast versus West Coast shit. Diddy was responsible for changing the genre rap. Before Bad Boy, everything was gangster rap. Diddy came in and changed the game. He showed you that you can dance, you can be happy in music, you can dress up. It was all about the women, the culture, you know what I'm saying, or all in the videos and shit. You know, and Diddy invented the remix. Think about that. Think about this. Diddy brought reality television to rap. Way before Love and Hip Hop and all that shit, the first rap reality show was what? Making a Band. Fast forward to 2025, and there's a lot of shit that happened between then and now. But Diddy has officially started a gender war. The men versus the women. Any man right now that is not against Diddy ain't shit. The women want Diddy locked up, and convicted, but for the wrong reasons. They want Diddy locked up basically for beating Cassie's ass, but that's not what the case was about. You want to convict on the charges that were at hand. You want him convicted. They want him convicted because he's a shitty person. Being a shitty person is not a crime. Otherwise, half these local comics would be locked the fuck up.
Rappers too.
So with that being said, can you name somebody that influenced music as a whole more than Diddy?
I'm gonna say Quincy Jones, but
I ain't starting. They said I started I ain't starting no gender war. I just be holding broads accountable for shit.
If anybody that's competing with him is Kanye for his own,
I wouldn't even say Kanye
for his own reasons.
Well, here's the thing about Kanye. Kanye is more of Kanye changed everything about himself. Like everything revolved around Kanye. Diddy changed music. But think who was the most popular before Bad Boy had they run? Death Row, the West Coast.
True.
Which was all gangster rap. You had to be hard as fuck. It was all about gangs and all that and drugs and all that shit. Diddy came out dancing and shit, motherfucking sequin outfits and all type of shit. You know, smiling and shit, throwing money around. He changed the game.
Yeah. No, yeah. Diddy is him, bro. Diddy is that guy, bro.
NWA changed the game.
As much as Diddy though,
but like a singular one person, Diddy's that guy, bro. I mean,
now did you see? Look, Tim thinking hard now. See, when I first asked the question, Tim was like, "Oh, I got this. This is cool." Now he's sitting there.
He got all the liquor shit.
Soulja Boy was the first nigga.
Fuck Soulja Boy. But now, do you understand what I'm saying? Diddy has changed more about music than anybody. You know, who was the first rapper to have their own liquor?
Diddy.
Did
he do it?
Damn,
yeah.
Was Diddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know nobody who really
name another rapper who owned a motherfucking liquor company before Ciroc.
Owning a company? Yeah, nobody.
That's different. Yeah.
Okay. Now Jason Wainwright said Russell Simmons. I can't even say Russell.
What was his company?
Russell's close.
Oh, you're talking about in terms of just overall
influence in the game. I would say Russell's close, but he didn't change it the way Diddy did.
Dr. Dre?
Nope.
Not even close.
Nope.
I mean, well, that's it then. If it's not, even if it's not Kanye or Jay-Z, then it's
of course, I'm trying to really, Michael Jackson and Prince.
Are we talking about hip hop or music?
He said music.
I said music. Period.
He said music. That's why I said Quincy Jones.
But see, what has Quincy done besides actually make the music? See, Diddy changed the culture.
Diddy had antics.
I mean, I will say I don't know, but because Michael Jackson was doing some shit that niggas ain't never seen before. Niggas was walking in his shadows and passing the fuck out.
I don't think Diddy had a draft, nigga.
I think he did. He might have.
I don't know. Like Michael Jackson,
I'm saying, okay,
selling out stadiums to see him.
Absolutely
we weren't going out our way to see Diddy. Diddy was just doing shit on his own accord.
Diddy made us be seen.
People were like going out their way to experience Michael Jackson.
See?
So
like Marquand said, clothing line, liquor, producing, but it's a lot.
But he had to do that because Diddy alone couldn't do one thing. Mike didn't need to do nothing else. He didn't need to do all that shit.
I get it, but we're not talking about what he needed to do. We're talking about the actual influence on the game. You can't talk about what he needed to do. We're talking about the actual influence that somebody had on music. And I dare think there's nobody that's an influenced music, period. More than Diddy brought hip hop to R&B and so forth.
True.
Think about that. You know what I'm saying? Before that, you wasn't getting too many R&B artists that was singing hooks on records and all that stuff. You wasn't getting rappers that was doing verses on remixes to R&B songs and shit. Diddy did all that.
They weren't playing black artists on MTV before
Diddy did it.
Before Michael Jackson came along with the music videos.
Diddy did it.
Well, not before Michael Jackson with the music videos.
But what I'm saying is, name somebody from another genre that Michael Jackson was doing records with.
I mean, it was also a different era,
but it doesn't. We talking about the actual influence on the game.
I mean, what do you make a song with Paul McCartney? Yeah,
Okay, Paul McCartney won. Name another one. You got to think hard as fuck.
We are the world, nigga. It was hella niggas.
you got one song.
I mean, he was doing background vocals on some of Quincy Jones, like more jazz related shit.
Slash,
maybe. Yeah. So we'll say Mike is the closest. We'll say those two are the closest.
He
We
mixed
can
a
we
lot
agree
of
on that?
genres. Shit, Black and White was.
Black and White was the shit. So speaking of Diddy, we gonna
films
with Diddy, we're gonna go into the first Stardom Bench and Cut him. We're gonna be a little. We're gonna go
Diddy
back
done
and
a
forth
whole
between
soundtrack
that.
before.
Yes,
Well,
Bad Boys, motherfucker. Yeah, Diddy invented the remix. That was a whole soundtrack. That motherfucker had soundtracks from just his label.
Nigga was.
So what movie was it?
Bad Boys.
A movie other than his own movie.
That wasn't his movie.
Whose movie was that? I ain't seen that
Bad
shit.
Boys.
Bad Boys.
Oh, you talking about with Martin Lawrence? And
Yes, he did the soundtrack for that shit.
Yeah, that read.
See, pregame.
That read. Yeah, that boy.
I'm like, nigga.
Like, we sitting there like, what is he? I thought he was talking about something else. Anyway, man.
Something Joe.
I thought this nigga was Master P had his own film.
I got the hook up.
Master P might have did now hold on now. Now wait a minute now.
I like the Master P angle.
Now hold on.
But still
Master
not
P ain't
enough.
did enough. He ain't did as much as Diddy.
Still not enough.
He ain't did enough as
Master
Diddy.
P still got products coming out though. Master P
Master
still
P
got.
was an NBA.
He was. Yeah, that's different.
Okay, but here, let me ask you this then. Master P went to the NBA, but that was already a thing with hip hop. There was always a thing that said every rapper wanted to be a ball player, every ball player wanted to be a rapper. So that was always a thing. He was just the one that actually did it.
Yeah. That's
he was just the one that actually did it. As it's just like all of the ball players that drop rap albums and shit.
Nigga, who was having iced out tanks before Master P, nigga?
Who was riding tanks? Period, nigga.
That's
I'm
why
saying,
I
get
it.
it.
Was role playing as ball players. He was.
Anyway, man, we're gonna go to the first Stardom Bench and Cut 'em since we're talking about Diddy, man. All right, and this week's Stardom Bench and Cut 'em is sponsored by the bro, man, Mr. Terrence Knight, aka Terrence Black, aka the Soap Man. You know what I'm saying? TK got all your smell goods on deck, man, with male and female inspired soap scents, man. And he even got a line of men's beard oil, man. I let the boy TK, all right? All right, so let me ask y'all, Tim. We got some music clips, man. So I'm going to ask y'all, if and when Diddy walks out of jail, what will be his exit song? Your choices are.
Come on. The D, the I, the D, the G, the Y, the G, the I, the D is Diddy. Hold up, it's Diddy. Come on, that's crazy. The D, the I, the D, the G, the Y, the G, the I, the D is Diddy. Hold up, it's Diddy.
Your second choice.
Can't nobody take my pride. Can't nobody hold me down. Oh no. I got to keep on moving. Quit that.
Or your third choice.
We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now. Cause it's bad boy for life. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now. Cause it's bad boy for life.
What we talk? Which one of those is Diddy walking out of jail to?
I gotta go. Bad Boy for Life starting.
Bad Boy for Life starting.
We ain't go.
Marquand said the same thing. He said it got to be Bad Boy for Life.
Going to jail. I can't get locked up now.
I'm bad boy.
You agree with that, Derek?
Yo,
we starting Bad Boy
sure.
for Life.
Absolutely.
All right. So then, which one we benching? Which one we cutting?
I'm benching the second one.
You benching Can't Nobody Hold Me Down?
Because can't nobody hold me down, man.
Yeah, because the Diddy coming out to the Diddy just make you look like you guilty.
Yeah. That's some OJ shit.
The Diddy
That's
is
some
crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
Like, damn,
y'all
nigga,
already
chill.
know now.
Yeah. I'm saying like
he about to change his name anyway.
Right. See, the fucked up part is Diddy is so ignorant. He'll change it. If he walks, he gonna change his name to the Diddler. He is going to change his shit to the
His name
Diddler.
like Love. It's at one point he was Love. Remember he was Love. That was in the midst of all that shit going on.
He gonna be doing them dances and shit. He gonna be doing that shit, man. That is gonna be a spectacle. That boy about to rejuvenate the Freaknik, man. They about to open Lynn Rocks back up, everything. Diddy about to be a menace. All right, man. So number two, man. Number two. Start them, bitch them, cut them. Your categories are Diddy's exes.
Oh shit.
Tim look lost, so I don't know if he got it.
Talk about
all
sloppy
right.
seconds.
Your choices are J-Lo. Cassie. Young Miami. Which one do you start? Which one do you bench? Marquand said the next freak off gonna be diabolical.
Man, crazy party.
Oh my God.
You probably got to walk in naked from the parking lot. You can get undressed in the car, bitch.
Just a towel.
This tough.
So which one you starting? Which one you benching? Which one you cutting?
Is
Diddy's
Young
exes.
Young Miami, they ain't still together. Whatever. I don't know. Okay. I'm starting Selena, nigga. I don't give a fuck what's going on. I ain't see the stories yet, so I ain't see the trial. I ain't read all into it. But I done heard
Marquand said J-Lo and ain't even close.
And I don't know enough, but I gotta cut Cassie.
You gotta cut Cassie. See, why you cutting Cassie? You gotta know right now, Cassie gonna do anything you want her to do.
I ain't gonna hold you, dog.
It ain't nothing that Cassie, after knowing what Cassie done did, there's no way that you can tell me no if I ask you to do anything. Ain't nothing supposed to be off the table.
I'm starting J-Lo.
You starting J-Lo?
Off a rip. I used to have her on my screensaver in high school. That was my girl, bro. And then I'm benching Cassie.
You benching Cassie? Y'all cutting Young Miami?
Because I was watching an interview with one of the niggas. I was watching an interview with one of the dudes that they was hiring. He said that shit was fire.
Oh my God,
dude. It was fire.
Dude, I found out the funniest thing ever. Do you know that Diddy had these dudes sign contracts, these male escorts, and their literal job name was professional pounders?
That's crazy.
Professional pounders?
Professional pounders. He was hiring people. I am hiring for professional pounders, man. Do you know? I was so mad that I never thought of that shit before.
That's crazy.
Professional
I could turn
pounders.
that into a fat joke, though.
A professional pounder? You could.
Oh my God, man. Moving on from Diddy ass.
You'll never know.
All right, man. So on some Cleveland shit, man. Bone Thugs and Harmony they're receiving a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. How we feel about that first?
You said Bone Thugs is getting one?
Bone Thugs is getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Now, people on social media are debating. They're because some of them believe that Flesh's name should not be included.
They all get individual ones? What are you saying?
No, all of their names will be on one star, but their names will be. It won't just say Bone Thugs and Harmony. Wow. It'll say Busy Bone, Crazy Bone, Lazy Bone, Wishbone. So they're saying that Flesh and Bone's name is going to be on there, and some people are saying that he should not be. His name should not be on there because he was not an original member of the group. I'm asking.
He a part of the group, and he would.
But I'm just saying that's like Drew Hill getting a diamond plaque. Like, do all 17 of them niggas get the plaque?
That's a lot.
Because it's literally a lot of them niggas, and a lot of niggas was not there from the jump. They biggest record, Tell Me, somebody sleeping in my bed, all that shit. Them niggas wasn't around. So we start getting plaques for them shits now. Just because you're a part of Drew Hill, does that mean you get it?
And when it comes in terms of music, though, they're going to get a plaque for a specific record. So if whoever on this record is getting recognition for that.
But this is the star though is the group success as a whole.
Yeah, they read because they told them to put them on there.
I'm just asking. I'm asking. I'm personally not a Flesh fan. But you know, it is what it is. I don't think he's the worst rapper ever, but I'm mad that I spent $14.99 back in the day on his CD, and that shit was hot garbage juice.
That nigga read that.
So you said his name got to at least be last.
They can even put F and B.
I was about to say.
I put that nigga initials on there. Nigga.
F and B on there. Don't even put bone. He's not really a bone.
Put F and B, nigga. We'll figure it out. So should Flesh's name be on the star or not?
So if they all agree that he should be there, yes. However, I could see if he was left off. Because if it's not original member, because think about, nigga, if they put the Isleys on there, which I know they got one, that's a lot of band members.
Yeah.
Like, so it's kind of tough when you think about.
Yeah. Marquand is saying that he was locked up, but even before he got locked up, he was not an official member of the group. See, a lot of people don't. I was playing Faces of Death for Zakia the other day. She had never heard this shit before. That Bone's very first album, before Creeping on the Come Up, before Thugger Trucker's Bone, when they dropped Faces of Death, that shit was terrible. No, it was terrible. He wasn't on the whole album. It was just the four of them.
Mm-hmm.
They were, before they became Bone Thugs and Harmony, they were Bone Enterprise. And that, if you ever listen to them, I'm gonna get some of them records. They are terrible.
Was he part of Bone Thugs and Harmony when they became Bone Thugs and Harmony?
No, remember he wasn't even on. He was on one song on the first album.
Where was he when the album came out?
He wasn't around.
He was locked up.
He might have been locked up. Yeah.
Was he a feature or was he on?
He was a feature. He was featured on For the Love of Money. He wasn't on nothing else.
And was his name Fleshbone on
Flesh and Bone?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he was a Bone member.
If you on a song like For the Love of Money, yeah, you on the because that's a hit.
Member. I mean, I get it. But I'm just asking because people are debating
how many
whether
hits is he on.
He should.
How many of their hits is he on?
He's on that one.
That's it.
That one.
Oh, okay.
I mean, think about it. No, that's a legitimate question because think about it. Flesh is not on First of the Month. He's not on Crossroads. He wasn't on Boom 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 Boom. But what was that song on the Set It Off soundtrack? You know, I can't think of the song. I can't think of the song right now. But the one that was on the Flesh, and they won a Grammy or something for that.
Yeah.
The one that was on the Set It Off soundtrack. He wasn't on none of that shit.
Okay.
He wasn't on none of the hits. He was just on a couple songs. Like he wasn't even in the videos.
He's not Diddy.
He's not Diddy.
But that's what I mean. So does he get that to still get the recognition just because he was around? He was a charter member, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, because think about it.
But
think
he
about
wasn't
from
on
his aspect. If you was him, it's like, damn, bro. I know I wasn't on every hit team, but I was in here, bro. Like I was around, dog. Like y'all know I was around, bro. I'm just trying to think from his perspective now. Like
I'm asking. I'm not a fan, like I said, either way. But at the same time, you wasn't around, like, because like I said, I was playing their records, like they very first record. He wasn't on the record at all.
Okay.
They had an album of, I think it was like 10 songs on it, and out of 10, 1.5 was trash. 1.5 was good. The rest was trash. And I ain't gonna say good. One was listenable. Before they got into weed and all that shit, they used to be alcoholics. So they got this song called "Bless the 40 Ounce." No, it's called "Bless the 40 Ounce." It's crazy.
The Bad Weed Blues is always gonna be one of my favorite songs.
But before that, you know what I'm saying? Then he, like I said, then they come out with "Creeping on the Come Up," and he wasn't on none of that shit. But you know, it is what it is.
He a part of the family, man.
All right, so let me ask y'all this, man.
Deserve respect.
Yeah.
Let me ask y'all this. Start them, bench, and cut them, man. Your category is best Bone songs. And I asked 10 people about the best Bone songs, and I just took the 3 that came up the most.
Bet.
So your choices are the Thuggish Ruggish Bone. First of the month.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Thug Love.
Thug Love.
Which one do you start? Which one do you? Because I wasn't gonna pick Crossroads. That was too easy. So do we take which one do we start? Which one we bench? Which one we cut?
Ooh. I'm starting. Oh, that's tough.
Big Smoke, what up, baby? Alyssa, I see you. What up, Serenity?
So
what up, Desmond?
All right.
Damn, this is a hard one.
Which one do you start? Which one do you bench? Which one you cut?
This is my personal list. Thug Love is starting.
You starting Thug Love?
I'm starting Thug Love with that. Man.
Okay.
That song, you know, one of them moments in your life when you hear music, you just like, this is amazing. That song was one of them songs.
That beat is crazy too.
Now, so you starting Thug Love. That means either first of the month or Thuggish Ruggish Bone got to get cut.
And though this is hard, this is all gonna still be in my playlist, so fuck y'all. First of the month. I gotta bench first of the month. It is honestly probably the most iconic song out of all of these. Like it's still played to this day heavily. Like they still
first of the month.
First of the month.
He said
like,
first of the month. Yeah.
First of like this is why this is tough. Like first of the month though, for sure. Thuggish Ruggish Bone. I love it. I felt like I heard it,
but you can't tell me though when them first keys hit for first of the month. It don't matter when you hear doom doom doom. You start going crazy when that song. That's it. Exactly. You can't help but sing that hook, nigga. Like, and I'm not mad at your list. Honestly, with me, I would have started first of the month. I would have started first of the month. I would have benched Thuggish Ruggish Bone, and I would have cut Thug Love. That would have been my choice.
Get me so hyped though. That shit's so crazy.
Yeah. He said, "Cut Thug Love, start first of the month, bench Thuggish Ruggish Bone." See, Marquand, no.
Yeah.
I'm starting.
All right,
Thug,
see, look, Chop. She's singing the hook in the comments. She's singing that shit in the car. What up, Chad? That's what I'm saying. So you got to think. So I would honestly, I would have cut. I would have started first of the month. I would have benched Thuggish Ruggish Bone, and I would have cut Thug Love.
I get it.
And that's just. But I don't think you can go wrong with either one of them.
Any option is a good option still.
Smoke. You just walked in on that, man. Which one you starting? Which one you benching? Which one you cutting?
I gotta start. I ain't gonna lie, man. I gotta start first of the month.
You starting from see? You gotta start first of the month, man.
That's every.
We just talked about changing the game. First of the month changed the game. Made it cool to be on Who made it cool to be on welfare, nigga?
That's literally every hustlers and poverty lived black person's theme song, nigga.
Exactly.
First of the month, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
So we gotta start first of the month. So which one we benching? Which one we cutting?
Thug Love, my shit, man. I gotta cut Thug Love, though. I ain't even gonna hold niggas, man. I ain't even gonna hold.
I told you. See, they still singing the hook in the comments.
I gotta cut Thug Love, man.
Busy's in the house. I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, man.
But you can't go wrong with that. Okay, so I got another one for y'all.
What's up?
All right, now, so that was the best Bone songs. So I want you to think about this one. This next one. Because your next category is best Bone features. And here go your choices right here. Riding Dirty. Notorious Thugs.
This was a hit. That was the one.
Breakdown.
Breakdown.
Which one you starting? Which one you benching? Which one you cutting? Riding Dirty, Notorious Thugs, or Breakdown?
I answered first last time.
All right, so we're going with Derek. Derek,
but I know
which one you starting? Which one you benching? Which one you cutting?
Starting the Biggie joint for sure.
You starting Notorious Thugs?
Yeah, that shit's so crazy. And then I'm going to bench Chameleonaire.
You cutting Breakdown?
Yeah, only because I don't know that one out like that.
Man, bruh. I'm Breakdown. Here's the thing. Breakdown could come on, and it don't matter if you sit like you could be. It's a room full of guys right now. Breakdown come on, you can just sit there and vibe to that shit. But if you sitting there with your girl, Breakdown come on, you can still vibe to that shit. It's one of them cuts that like you can vibe no matter what you doing. Breakdown was the shit. Like and I wasn't even a Mariah Carey fan and shit.
Imagine breaking down the weed. Break down.
Kayla said she leaving. I'm not cutting any of them. Breakdown was the shit. I don't know about it. I'm not mad at your choice. What'd you say, Tim?
Definitely starting the Biggie joint.
Starting Notorious Thugs, bench Chameleonaire, cut Breakdown. Damn.
No, I'm
that's what Marquand said.
Okay, I'm benching Breakdown. I can't.
You can't cut Breakdown, man.
Can't.
See, they in the comments still singing and shit. See?
Yeah, I don't know that song.
Breaking weed on down. I hate you niggas, man. All right, man. So look, man, let's talk about this, man. Sticking with hip hop. Your boy Jim Jones.
Hey, yo, Jay.
The hell you doing over there, Tim?
Nothing.
Breaking down.
Yeah,
break.
Your boy Jim Jones is all over social media after he said that he has a better catalog than Nas. Now, of course, we know Jim whack as fuck for that statement itself. But he's breaking down. He broke the fuck down. But I kind of understood why he said it. Why you would say something like that. First off, regardless of the whole participation trophy generation that we live in right now, you are supposed to think that you are the best at some shit. You know what I'm saying? We didn't been made to think that thinking we the best is a bad thing. It is not. Fuck y'all. Okay. Second, let me ask y'all this. Without lying or trying to sound like you different, I want you to tell the truth.
I'm different, yeah.
How many Nas albums have you purchased?
Zero.
That's not fair.
I purchased 2.
Okay.
I purchased 2. I got It Was Written and I got Stillmatic. Okay. But what I'm saying, how many Nas albums have you purchased?
I can tell you how many I downloaded.
See? Okay. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about your actual playlist right now. Yo, not Spotify music, not YouTube music, not Pandora. The music that you got saved. How many Nas songs are on it?
I got at least two.
At least
albums.
two.
Two albums.
Okay, 2 albums.
Get some shit on there from Nas.
No, I definitely got some shit.
I got like 3-4 Nas
Yeah, 3. I'm not saying you don't like Nas, but I'm just saying I'm not saying I like Nas. I'm not really a super fan.
I got some Nas on my shit.
However, what I'm saying is you don't hear too many people. Hey man, I gotta get that new Nas, man. Well, you gotta play that new Nas. You got Dipset? You ain't never had now. See, but that counts because not like I said. I might have two Nas songs, and I might have a couple Firm songs. And I got a matter of fact, I got 4 Nas songs because I know I got If I Ruled the World, I got The Message. I got that, but he was still on it. I got Firm Biz. I got Firm Biz, and I got the 2 songs. I got the one he did with DMX and the one he did with Scarface. I know they on my shit.
We can't put Dipset up against Nas. It gotta be Jim Jones.
No, you putting Dipset against the Firm. Well, I'm saying anything that he's been on. Because that's your catalog. Anything that you had a part of, that's your catalog. So when you talk about Nas albums and you talk about like the Firm, shit that he's been a part of. And then you talk about when you talk about Jim Jones, you're talking about the Dipset. And I'm not in any way saying that Dipset can or Jim Jones can compete with Nas. But what I'm saying is if you really think about it, Nas is one of those people that you were just taught to respect in hip hop.
Yeah.
Nas wasn't one of them people that you stumbled upon. You heard something on the radio and you was like, I like this motherfucker. And you started going, people told you to like Nas. They told you not. Now think about it. You were told to like Nas. You were told that Nas was one of the top niggas in hip hop. You didn't just hear a Nas song on the radio and was like, oh, that shit dope as fuck. Let me go download. Who the fuck is that on the radio? Let me download it. You didn't. You did not.
In a way though,
I like Nas though.
You're told to like Biggie. I mean, like
I like Biggie. I like Biggie music.
Told to like Jay-Z. Biggie.
I like Jay-Z. I don't know about that because I was honestly, and I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real about that. Hold on, niggas. They might, but Jay-Z was always my favorite rapper. But I'm gonna tell you the reason I got into Jay-Z was because my sister.
This is why you making these Nas comments.
My sister, yeah, fuck Nas.
Makes sense.
When it come to Hov, but what I'm saying, my sister used to go to Ohio University, which is a big party school. I went down there for like 3 days to spend with my sister, and her dude at the time, all they were playing was Jay-Z's first album and Wu-Tang's first album. That's all they were playing down there. And I had never heard it before. Man, I kept hearing it. I'm like, I like this shit. Like at the time I was like 12, but I can't. And so when I came home, I came home and I go to school and I'm getting off the bus. And I'm telling my homeboy, I'm like, hey, I'm about to run to the record store real quick. And he's like, what you about to get? I'm like, I'm about to get that new Jay-Z. He like, Jay-Z? Who the fuck listen to that shit? But this was before like Volume 1 and all that shit. I was still a little dude, and that's
you was getting Reasonable Doubt?
Yeah.
You was buying Reasonable Doubt?
Yeah.
That's lit.
I was going to buy shit because I listened to it all weekend down there with these older cats, and I liked it. I went and bought that and I bought 36 Chambers.
Okay.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, like Marquand said, Nas was fathered in. Like you was just told when you heard about Nas, you were told that Nas was one of the top dudes in hip hop, and you just went with it. And you just believed that he was fathered in. You were told to like this nigga.
And then you listened to that nigga and you was like, I see why. Like,
maybe so. I'm not saying, but what I'm saying is think about the artists that you come up on. I'm gonna tell you like artists that you just stumbled up on that nobody told you about. That and you heard the music and you like, that shit was kind of dope. You know what I'm saying? And then you start, who is that? And then you look a motherfucker up. You like, well, let me Google this motherfucker. And then you start listening to more of their music and shit. That's organic.
I was told about Jay. I really found out about Nas and Jay-Z at the exact same time. So it's like
because they was beefing,
just because they in the same kind of. They right there. They was right there neck and neck, kind of making the same type of stuff.
I'm good with that.
So it's like, and I always just chose Nas.
You chose Nas? Like you choose Nas over Jay?
Yes.
Wow. See, I can't roll with that.
I mean,
but I'm not mad at it.
I look at everything. This is an ongoing comparison.
I went into it like open-minded for sure. But Jay-Z has done so much as far as like appreciating rap to even go listen to Nas to be like, all right, I see why this nigga's cold. Like, but I mean, don't get me wrong.
I just like hearing Nas's talk more than Jay-Z's talk. Like when Jay-Z would talk his talk, it was cool, but Nas talk hit me different. Like the type of things he would say that go along with like his vernacular and his swag. Like I don't know. I just
and that's because music is subjective.
His swag than Jay-Z's swag.
Music is subjective, and I could relate more to Jay-Z style. You know, I was the first one in my neighborhood. When I used to play Mace all the time because I felt what he was saying. I felt like, you know, the party shit, I want to chase chicks. I want to get money. That was what I was on. Y'all want to be on this hard shit. Y'all want to be on this hood shit. Fine. So when I'm playing this shit in the hood, niggas like, man, that shit corny as fuck. I'm like, then don't listen, bitch. But, you know, I'm going to play my shit. And now all of a sudden you would start hearing motherfuckers, man, I understand what that nigga we talking about, man. They just be trying to get money. They just trying to get it. That nigga's fuck I've been trying to tell you motherfuckers. Music is subjective as to however you live your life.
Yeah.
Like I can't get into some grimy shit. I'm not a grimy nigga.
So you don't like Griselda, like Benny the Butcher, West Side Gun?
Nah, I don't. I'm gonna tell you somebody that I can't stand. I'm gonna tell you somebody that I can't stand that everybody love. And when I say that I can't stand this motherfucker, these motherfuckers lose their shit. I can't stand Pusha T.
Oh my God.
I can see.
I can't stand Pusha T. I'm gonna tell you why. I see, but I'm gonna tell you why. Pusha T, I've noticed Pusha T can't do one verse without a coke or drug reference.
No, he won't.
He won't
ever.
But that's the thing. So now every time he starts rapping, I'm not listening. I'm just waiting for the drug reference. That's just it. That's just it. I think I can't stand the dude. I think he whack. But when I say that, other people who was in the dope game, they swear by the motherfucker.
So how you feel about Young Jeezy?
I like Jeezy.
Jeezy was pumped in our faces. Like you had everybody was playing. Like you gotta listen to that new Jeezy. You gotta listen to that new Jeezy.
Was a wave for sure.
And I mean, Thug Motivational 101. Don't get me wrong. Like one of the best debut albums of all time.
Pusha T in my playlist. And see, I didn't like Gucci, but I like Jeezy. But it was because of the difference. See, to me, Jeezy had trap party music. And that's why I liked his style. We just did Sausalito, but I didn't get into Gucci. Is what I'm saying.
Gucci was in it,
but I'm saying I didn't get into Gucci.
Every trap party. What?
But I never listened to Gucci.
The party's going crazy.
I never liked the way he sounded. I can't get with you if I don't like the way you sound. Gucci rap like he got a mouthful of shit,
and the girls loved it.
Oh, okay.
Everybody, the
girls love Ray J. Who the fuck cares? Flavor Flav had bitches.
Yeah, but Gucci's music was on a crazy tear. Like when Gucci was cracking. Like,
I'm not saying that Gucci was whack. I just never got into him. I never liked him.
I feel it.
To me, he rapped like he got a mouthful of shit.
Like that though. You ain't going. I can't just sit here and let you disrespect Push.
I can't get with him. You know, Gucci a legend too. With some respect on Gucci. I'm not saying Gucci whack. I just didn't. I never got into him. You know. All right. So we're gonna talk about catalogs then. So we're gonna talk about catalogs. We're gonna talk about. I'm gonna give y'all a category on start them, bench them, cut them, and I want y'all to tell me out of these next three, and their entire catalog, who do you start? Who do you bench? Who do you cut? Out of the entire catalog. And your choices are Tim was lost for a second. I sent them to you.
I must have missed them.
God damn it. All right.
Keep going. Just say the list.
All right. I'm just going to give y'all the list then. Kendrick. Drake. Kanye West. Catalog. I'm talking about entire catalog. he put the mic up to his mouth. Was like, no, and then he passed that bitch.
Me personally, Savage Royale. I'm going Kanye first. I'm going Kendrick second, and I'm going Drake third. Now,
so you cutting Drake and his entire catalog over?
That's tough.
If I'm saying saying it's an artist that I like in the order of like what I have to listen to for the rest of life between them, Kanye's first. And I think after a while, for the end of time, I'm gonna get tired of Drake. I'm never gonna really get tired of Kendrick. I feel like I don't know. After a while, I'm just going because I know who Drake really is, and after a while,
all the women in the Mama Dings the kid, cool. They like cut Drake ass, get him out of here.
That's hilarious.
Because after a while, this nigga's fake. There's nothing fake about Kendrick, and say
that you know of. That you know of.
Hey, so, until you show it,
I get it.
All we know is what we know.
That's actually my exact list too. I can't cut. Yeah, you got to start.
Drake getting cut for you too.
Really? I still listen to every Kendrick album to this day. Like, yeah. And I mean Drake. I listen to some
Kendrick,
songs.
bench Kanye, cut Drake.
Damn, somebody.
One of my homies got the whole collect, man.
I'm talking about. So you got to start with College Dropout. You got to start with. You got to go to even my Dark Twisted Fantasy. Man, my Dark Twisted Fantasy to me was my favorite Kanye album.
Mine too.
That was my favorite Kanye album.
The Graduation.
The Graduation, all that shit. Man. So you got, and then you got, but then you got
808s and Heartbreaks.
But what when we say catalog, we're talking about Drake's mixtape stuff too.
And you talking about the Diddy
shit. You talking about Best I Ever Had.
No, but I'm
talking about.
I'm talking about the influential. That 808s. That 808s and Heartbreak album was a very influential. Like it was in the 808 world. Like right now as we speak. The
808 and Heartbreaks influenced most of the mumble rap of this generation right now.
A lot of rap, bro. I mean,
say Kendrick, so everybody cutting Drake.
People don't want to admit how influential Kanye really is in nigga style.
I get it, but that's why I threw Kanye in there.
But like early, like earlier on.
That's why I threw Kanye in there. So we run out of time. So I'm gonna give y'all this last one, and this one is just for shits and giggles because I felt like being real toxic today. All right. So this last one. Which new celebrity relationship is most likely to last? Your choices are Cardi B and Stephen Diggs, Papoose and Clarissa Shields, Tiana Taylor and this weird nigga. I don't know his name. I just know he's the weird nigga that she dating. Which one is most likely to last?
I'll answer first.
I was about to say good.
Dink said none of them.
Papoose and Clarissa gonna last.
See, I think I agree with that. I think that was gonna last. See, the thing is, first off, Pap don't look like he got hands. So if he try to break up with her, she gonna whoop his ass. Pap don't look like he got hands at all. If he do anything, if he even piss her off, she gonna whoop his ass. So Pap ain't going nowhere.
He got a proven track record that he really a good nigga. So I think that's gonna work. The Cardi B and Stefan, I'm gonna bench them.
See, with them, though, like, where can you go? See, I think he doing too much too soon. Like, this nigga just rented out a castle for her. They like on their third date. Like, this nigga rented out. Did y'all see that shit? She went on social media saying that one of her dreams is to have dinner in a castle. I mean, so that nigga went and rented out an entire castle in Paris for them. But I'm just saying, like, where do you go from there? How do you elevate from there? Where do you go from there? Like, eventually that shit gonna fizzle the fuck out. What am I gonna do after a castle? I can't take you to the Motel 6 after this. I can't even take you to the Holiday Inn. I can't take you to the Hilton. None of that shit. You done slept in a fucking castle. What am I gonna do to elevate from that?
That's the type.
I'm gonna have to propose on the moon or some shit.
That's the type money dude got, though. You know what I'm saying? That's the type money dude got.
Shit.
Bro. He ain't us, bro. We ain't him. You know what I'm saying? He can
take your ass to Burger King
on the moon, bro.
And let you put one of them crowns on.
My nigga just trying to secure the bag. I ain't mad at him.
He secured that motherfucker.
Only reason I cut Tiana and
the weird nigga
Mufasa out because I don't know. I saw he looked like Jafar in that picture, but
that nigga look like he's on some bad coke.
I was about to say, Buddy.
That nigga, Buddy look coke the fuck out. He like on some bad coke too.
Because Tiana is really gonna be
right.
With me.
Marquand said after a castle, you just gotta buy an island after that shit. Like you gotta have your own island. Like where you gonna go after that? But that says I would start Clarissa and Pat. I would bench Cardi and Steph only because, like I said, them two weird niggas on the weird nigga and the chick.
Tiana Taylor.
Yeah, her. I just don't see it happening. They said just cut Tiana's dude. just cut that. That nigga look weird, man. I'm saying, man, he just look like he got a couple bodies in his basement. Holy shit, man. All right, man. Well, shit, man. Real quick, man, before we get up out of here, man, Lexx Vegas, where can they find you? Shout out your socials. Well, it's cool that you asked. You know what I'm saying? You can find me, at Lexx Vegas on Facebook, man. You can find me on Instagram at Lexx Taught Me. And, hold on. This just in, man. This just in. You can find me at Captivate on August the 15th, man, as I will be headlining Funny Money's very first comedy production, man. All right. This is Ebony Timberlake. She gonna be hosting that joint, man. I see Timbuktu on the lineup. Taylor Whaler gonna be there. Smiley gonna be there. The young bull Clinton James gonna be on that joint. I seen the meat bot. He gonna be there, man. You know what I'm saying? This is most definitely gonna be a family affair, man. Shout out to the boy Funny Money, man, for putting this own shit together, man. Well, I mean, shit, I guess, that's about it. We out of time and I'm out of shit to talk about. So, bye.